Hi everyone, today we have a 45-minute Pilates Flow. It's full of energy, making sure that your body feels good from head to toe. So we'll get started on the mat. We're going to actually face the side first. So turning to face the side, legs directly underneath your hips to start. Nice big inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. 2 more just like this. Nice big inhale, reaching your arms up and overhead. Exhale to release. 1 more, nice big inhale. Exhale to release and roll it down. So think 1 vertebrae at a time, drawing that belly button towards your spine so you're finding that connection of your abdominals. As you reach down to the mat, find that length in your spine. You may feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings, so through the back of your legs. Walk your hands out to that downward dog. So lift your hips up nice and high. Gently releasing your heels towards the mat, finding that nice inversion. So keep lifting your hips up and breathe here. Two more deep breaths. And now step 1 foot forward. So you're going into a lunge, coming up to a standing position. Your back leg is straight, hips are nice and level and squared off. So you're not letting your hips dip down or have one hike up. Keeping this lunge, reach your arms towards your ear, taking your chest towards your thigh, and then lift all the way back up. Again, reach and lift. Staying on the same side here, finding that length through your spine. Again, reach and press and lift. You have 5 more here. And 4, lift, using your glutes to help you with this movement. 2 more, 2, 1 more. Stay in this lunge. You can either take your hands to your hips or you can reach them overhead, bend your back knee, bend the front knee as you lower, and then lift back up. Nice big inhale and exhale here. So you're working through your thighs just a little bit more. Again, lower and lift. And press, taking it down and up. This is 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, stay low here. Little pulses. You can take your hands on your hips if you prefer. Working through your thighs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your hands down to the mat. Lift your hips back up into downward dog, pressing your heels into the mat. Find that nice release, find that nice stretch here. A couple more breaths as you inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. The last one. So now step forward with your opposite leg, coming up to a lunge. So keeping that back leg straight, hips are nice and level. Knee is right over your ankle. Start with your hands on your hips just to find that nice center and balance through your hips and your glutes. Now reaching your arms forward, hinge forward from your torso, and then lift all the way back up. So you're focusing on engaging through the whole backside of your leg to help lift your body up. Nice strong inhale and exhale. Trying to maintain that neutral spine the entire time here. Reaching forward and lift. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. lift and hold here. Now bend your back knee as you bend through your front knee to lower down into a lunge that works for you, and then lift all the way back up. Nice big inhale and exhale. You can always keep your hands on your hips with the lunge here. Again, reach and lift and press. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Stay low here, keeping the chest open, little pulses. So pressing down an inch and then up an inch. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your arms overhead. Reach down to the mat. Bring your feet together into a plank position. So you're in this nice plank. You can always lower down onto your knees, or you can lower down onto your forearms if your wrists are sensitive. That way there's plenty of options to find a plank that works for you. So find your plank, hold it here, pressing away from the mat. Keep your chest nice and open. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your hips back on up so you're in that downward dog. You can walk your feet forward a little bit if that helps you when it comes to your flexibility and your range of motion, especially if you have tight calves. One more breath here. Find your plank again, so shifting your weight forward. Find that plank and hold it here. Take your right leg, lift your leg on up, bring your knee to your opposite elbow, and then extend, and then lower down, lift and switch, and do the same thing now, but on the opposite side. So if you're in a half plank position, what you can do here is extend your leg, lift it on up, hike your hips, bring that knee towards your opposite elbow, extend, lower the hips, and then gently lower the knee back down. So you want to find that nice relationship where you extend, bend and lift, using your tummy muscles to help engage, and then reach and extend and lower. Couple options here. Ready? Here we go. Bringing it in, reach, and lower. Trying to keep the hips nice and level with this movement. You're working your obliques. Again, cross, extend, and lower. Reach and lower. Again, lift. Keep pressing away from the mat. Shoulders over your wrists. 2 more here. And lower, last one. And release back down. Lower down onto your knees. You can separate your knees and just reach into child's pose, extending your arms nice and long. One more breath here. And then coming back onto your toes, lift on up into downward dog and hold it here. Nice big inhale. And exhale. One more. Walk your feet into your hands and now roll it on up, or you can walk your hands up your thighs. So that way you're going into a neutral spinal position. Okay, so grab your weights. We're facing the side of our mat. So turning to face the side, start by extending your leg out, bending through that supporting knee. Start with your hands right through the center of your chest. Lift your leg up and down. Keeping your chest nice and open here as you lift and lower. So you're working through your hips, you're working through your glutes, and also the supporting ankle really has to stabilize with this movement. And press. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, One more. Now reach your arms overhead. Keep the weights together. Bring your toe to your knee. Now you're gonna step out to the side as you lower your arms down. So your arm reaches out to the side. Other arm reaches down towards the mat. Palm faces towards your leg here. This palm faces down, okay? So you're gonna reach overhead, shifting your weight on over, lifting your arms overhead. This is one. And then this is two. If you're having a hard time reaching towards your knee, you can always tap the mat with your foot or bring it towards your ankle. Reach and lower. And again, lift. So the key is to shift your weight over to that supporting leg by engaging through your glute first. Again, lower and lift. Taking it down and up. And breathe. 5, press. 4, 3, 2, last one here, and release back down. Okay, same thing, but on the other side, extending your leg nice and long, palms face in, chest is open, lifting your leg up and down, focusing on that strength and stability through that supporting leg here. And lift. You got this. So 5 more. This is 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now reach your arms up and overhead, toe to knee, toe to ankle, or you can keep it down on the mat. Stepping out to the side, taking your arms out to those L arms, and then lift all the way back up overhead. Again, press and reach. Be careful that your arms do not just drop down. You want to focus on resisting through both directions here. Lift and lower. And press. You have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, one more, and reach. Come back through center. So keeping your legs underneath your hips, bend your knees, find that mini squat position, reach your arms up and down so the palms are facing towards each other as you lift and lower. So you have that nice little hinge relationship. So just turning to the side so you can see it a little bit better. You want to make sure your weight's not all the way back in your heels or that your weight is too forward. And press. 5 more. 4. You got this. 3, 2. Now going into hug a tree arms, take your arms out and in. Nice big inhale and exhale. Working through your back, working through the back of your arms, finding that resistance through both directions. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You got this. 1 more. And lift all the way back up. So now just placing the weights out on either side of the mat. Stand towards the front edge of your mat. Walk your feet out. Turn out slightly from your hips. Now taking your hands into prayer, lower down into a squat, and then come all the way back up. Lower and lift. Keeping your chest nice and open. Making sure that you're engaging your glutes as you come up to that stand here. Taking it down and up. You have 5 more. 4, 3, 2. On this last one, stay low here. Pulse it out. Chest is open. You can reach your arms overhead for 8, 7, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift it all the way back up. So now taking your legs underneath your hips, roll it down, or walk your hands down your thighs in that nice neutral spinal position. Reaching on down, lift the hips up high so you get that nice stretch through your glutes and through your hamstrings. One more breath. Lift your heels on up, bend your knees, take a seat on the mat. So now facing the side, keeping your chest nice and open. You can either take your hands out to the sides or you can have them facing forward. Just be careful that you're not doing anything funny with your wrists where you turn them in too much. So in a natural wrist position, they can go out to the corners. They can go to the back a little bit. Just be careful that you're not hyperextending through the elbows. Open the chest, find that length through your low back here. Extend one leg and then switch to do the other side. You can also bend your elbows a little bit, keeping the chest open. As you go into your kicks here, reach and lengthen. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Now press your hips on up, using your glutes to help you, and then lower back down. So you really want to think about the trunk, hips, that whole area is helping you to drive this movement. Lift on up and then lower. Pressing away from the mat with that upper body. Nice big exhale as you lift and lower. 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, you got this. Last one, release back down. Now scoot your hips back a little bit so you can go into that reverse bridge position, or you can extend your legs to do a reverse plank. We're going to hold it. So lifting your hips on up, keeping your chest open for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way back down. Nice work. So bending your knees, scoot your hips forward. You can roll down and now grab the weights, placing one in each hand. Start by taking your legs into tabletop and holding it here, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. Start by keeping your legs in the tabletop position and just go into alternating punches. Keeping the chest open. Think heavy tailbone. Shoulder blades are engaged onto the mat so you're not losing that neutral spine. Slight engagement of that rib cage coming in and together. You can also keep your feet down on the mat if this is too much stress through your low back here. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now taking both of your arms up towards the ceiling, start to dart your legs right and left here. Keeping the chest open. So now extend one leg and the opposite elbow will come down towards the mat and then switch. So now alternating right and left here. You can also flex through your feet if that helps you just a little bit more and press. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, the last one, and release back down. So now taking your arms back up towards the ceiling, take your arms out to the sides and lift them back up. You can keep your feet down on the mat. You can also take your legs up to tabletop and hold it here. You can also open up the knees and then bring it back in. So kind of like a clamshell, but you're just on your back with this movement. Taking it out and in. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release all the way back down. You can bring the weights down by your sides just to give them a little break if you'd like. Otherwise, reach your arms back up towards the ceiling, bend from your elbows, and then extend and press. Now you can also extend one leg towards the ceiling. As you bend your elbows, lower your leg and lift. You can keep your opposite foot on the mat, or you can take it into tabletop for a little extra core challenge here. And press. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and then release back down. Now switching it out, same thing, but on the other side. So you can keep both of your feet down on the mat. You can also extend your leg, bend, and extend. So that way you're finding the length through your arms with this movement. You can also take your opposite leg into tabletop here. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and release back down. So now taking the weights out to the sides, reach your arms overhead, nice big stretch. And exhale, take your hands behind your head, or you can keep your arms down by your sides. It's up to you. So taking both of your legs up towards the ceiling, start by scissor kicking your legs right and left. You can also find that challenging spot where you're engaging your lower abdominals without losing that neutral spine. You can also lift your chest. If you have your hands behind your head, lift your chest, focusing on engaging through your tummies a little bit more. And press. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it on in. Nice release here. Going into Pilates 100 next. You can keep your head down on the mat. You can also raise your shoulder blades off. Try to keep your legs in a tabletop. You can also keep them down on the mat, or you can extend your legs nice and long. So you have a couple options. Reaching your arms up towards the ceiling to start. Nice big inhale. Exhale to lift. Hold it here. Now pumping your arms, you're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. You got this. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Last one. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice work. Hug those knees in. And then extend your legs. You can always keep a slight bend in the knees. Or you can extend your legs fully. Reach your arms back up by your ears. Nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin. Peel it on up. Think one vertebrae at a time, so you're sitting up nice and tall. And then turn to face the side. So with our next exercise, you can stay on your forearm, or you can rest your head on your hand. It's up to you. Keeping your hips nice and stacked, keeping both of your knees bent to start. Just lift your top leg up and down, lift and lower. Again, reach. You can always take your opposite hand and place it in front, it's up to you. Or you can place it on your hip here and press. And reach. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. On this last one, keep your leg in line with your hip so it's slightly lifted. Circle your leg forward, up, back, and around. Nice circle here. Again, lift. So you're feeling that engagement through your hip and your glute. And press. 5 more. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse that circle. So take it back, up, forward, and around. Keep pressing away from the mat here. And lift. And reach. 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Now bring your knees and your ankles together, going into clamshells next. Just opening and closing. Again, lift and lower. So again, you're lifting out of your waistline, engaging your tummy muscles. You should feel that nice burn through the side of your hip and your glute here. And press. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down. So now everyone is going to match. So everyone's going to have their head right on their hand. Extend your legs out to the side. So you can either keep your legs directly in line with your hips, or you can take them slightly forward if you're having a hard time keeping your balance. Start by taking your top leg, lifting it up and down. So nice big inhale and exhale here. And reach. And lift. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift your leg up, hold it here so it's in line with your hip, or you can take it up a little bit higher. Take your bottom leg, lift it on up to meet, and lower. Lift and lower. So a little bit more inner thigh action. Same thing with your engagement through your abdominals. So think belly button to spine here. And press. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Now lower both of your legs down and lift both of them up at the same time. It doesn't have to be a big movement. You want to feel this through your hips. You don't want to feel this through your low back. So think about engaging your tummy muscles just a little bit more if that's the case, and taking your legs slightly forward. That will help to keep it out of your low back here. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower back down. So going into a side plank, you can either bend both knees for a half side plank, or keep your legs extended and stagger your legs. So you can, it doesn't really matter which leg you take forward or back, it's about that stability. I like taking the top leg forward, just provides a little bit more stability for me. Now coming up onto your forearm, press and lift your hips on up, whether in your half plank or full side plank, and hold it here. Use your breath to help you for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, lower your hips down and up, and you can lower your hand at the same time. And press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release all the way down. Now just taking your legs over to the opposite side, we're going into that same side leg series. So starting out in that same Starting position, pressing away from the mat with your hand on the mat or on your head. So that way you can rest your head gently down to have some support. Take your top leg, lift and lower. So hips are stacked, knees and ankles are at that 45 degrees. Again, lift and lower. Working through your hips here as you press and lift. You got this. Feeling this in your hip and your glute. This is 8, 7, 6. Keep lifting out of that waistline. 4 more. 3, 2. Now circling your leg, take it forward, up, back, and around. Nice circle here. And again, reach and press. You got this. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. The last one. Now reverse the circle, taking it back up and around. You'll feel this a little bit more in your hips and your glutes. Focusing on keeping a nice steady circle here. And press. 5 more. This is 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now knees and ankles together, going into your clamshells, open and close. So you're working through your hips, keeping that chest nice and open. Lift and lower. And press. And reach. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, release back down. So extending both of your legs nice and long. You can lower it down onto the mat if you're not already there, keeping the chest open. So you may want to take your legs slightly forward, or you can keep them in line directly with your hips here. Take your top leg, lift it up and down. Lift and lower. So really find the length through the front of your thighs. You're engaging a little bit more through your quads. Think belly bend to spine. Don't forget about your glutes here. Engage them. That's going to keep you nice and strong and steady through this movement. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. So now keep your top leg lifted in line with your hip or slightly higher. Take your bottom leg, lift it up to match it and lower. Using your inner thighs to help you as you lift and lower. And press. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, lower both of your legs down. Take a little breather. Get a nice release through your hips. So now take both of your legs up and then back down. Slide and lift them up and lower. Using your tummy muscles to help you with this movement here. And press. And lift. Keep that chest nice and open. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, release all the way back down. So going into our side plank, you can either bend both knees or extend your legs, either having them stacked or staggered, lifting up onto your forearm, reach and press on up to hold. So you can extend that arm, engaging through your hips. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower down and up. So hip dips and press and lift. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and release all the way back down. So you can take your weights out towards the sides of your mat, towards the front, and roll onto your tummy. We're going into a few back exercises. So start with your hands right underneath your shoulders. Press the tops of your feet into the mat, lift your chest, press up about halfway into cobra, and then lower back down. So that way you're engaging through your back as you lift and lower. Again, reach and lower. Using your breath to help you with this movement. Again, finding the length through your legs as you lift up and down. 3 more here. This is 3, 2, the last one, and release all the way down. Now grabbing onto your weights, take your arms out to cactus. You can either keep your head on the mat or you can lift your chest up at the same time as you lift your arms up. Lift and lower. So you can keep your head down, but make sure as you lift your arms, you're lifting up just a little bit. That way you're not rotating the shoulders in. Otherwise, you can go for a bigger extension, lift and press and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, release back down. Place the weights out to the side. Stack your forearms. You can rest your head on top. And now just lift one leg up and down. So you're working in through your hip and through your glute here. And reach. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1 other side. Lifting that leg up and down, finding that length through the front of your thigh. 5 more. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down. Now you can alternate your legs and keep your head down on the mat, or you can extend your arms to go into swimming. So lifting your arms and your legs, alternating right and left. Or you can rest your head down on your hands and just do the legs. It's up to you. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and back. So you're sitting back on your heels. You can also release your toes to go into child's pose. 1 more breath here. Come back onto all fours. So shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, going into cat-cow here. So rounding through your spine and then release, finding that nice extension. Just moving through both directions here. One more each direction, rounding and lengthening. Now tuck your toes under, lift your hips back on up into that downward dog, pressing your heels into the mat to get a deeper stretch. Now what you can do is take one leg forward and then turn your other leg a little bit more to that diagonal corner. And just keep reaching forward so you get that nice stretch through your hamstring. You can also bend your knees if that feels better on your hips and your back. Otherwise, try to find that length in your spine as you reach forward so you get a deeper stretch through the back of your leg here. Good, now bending your knees, bringing them towards the back of the mat to go back into your downward dog. Lift the hips up nice and high. And switch it out, stepping with your opposite leg forward, taking your other leg and just turning it out towards that diagonal line. Reach and hinge forward. So you get that nice stretch here. You can also bend your knees if that helps to get a deeper stretch, or it just feels better on your hips and your back. Couple more breaths. Now walking your hands forward, bringing your feet towards the back edge of the mat again, going into your downward dog. Nice big inhale and exhale. Couple more. Last one. Lower back down onto your knees, onto all fours. So again, shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Just kind of wag your tail from side to side to get a little release through your hips here. And then come back to that neutral position, pressing away from the mat. Take one arm and place it out to the side and then back down. So just switching, alternating right and left, going into a half T here. And reach. And press. 6 more. This is 6. And 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 2. Last one, release back down. So now extending through your back leg. Reach and extend your leg. Lower it down and up. Nice big inhale and exhale. Finding that stability through your opposite hip here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, switch it out. Same thing now, but on the other side. So really paying attention to the strength and stability through your trunk here. And press. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down. Now take a seat on your mat facing the side, just crisscrossing your legs, reaching your arm up and overhead. Nice big side stretch. And then round, reach to that diagonal. Come through center. Reach with your opposite arm to the other side. Reach all the way to the side now and lift all the way back up. So creating this circular movement, same thing now but on the other side. Nice big reach. Rounding towards that diagonal. Walking it through center to the opposite side. And lift all the way back up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel a little bit longer, leaner, a little bit more connected through your core, and that you have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye.